very first card that you get is from Serapis Bay, saying that there's a bit of ascension going on for you guys. Moving into your higher true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. So he's saying that metaphorically the light is here, inviting you, asking you to rise above any darkness that might be going on in your life and reconnecting with your true soul self, kind of your higher self. Reconnecting with your higher self. The light is here. Where the darkness might be down here, the light is here, so rise above it and reconnect with your higher self, metaphorically. The second card that you get is from Hope. Love, acceptance, love is yours. Recognize your divine worth, reconnecting with your true self. Choose loving thoughts. Rise above the darkness by deliberately choosing loving, hopeful, positive thoughts, accepting what is, even though some of you might be in some challenges. To rise above it, recognize your divine worth, maintain hope, love, and acceptance, and probably the biggest thing in there is to deliberately choose loving thoughts. Deliberately choose your thoughts. And when you do that, not only choose loving thoughts and thoughts of hope and acceptance for what things are, knowing that everything is cyclic, focus on your strengths. I used to get this card when I was going through a really hard time that lasted a very long time. It lasted way longer than it should have lasted. And this card just would come up over and over again. Focus on your strengths. Like, take your mind to your strengths. What do you love? What are you good at? Focus on that and take some actions towards that. If you're really good at playing an instrument, play your instrument. If you're really good at writing, write. You know? Choosing loving thoughts for yourself. For those of you that resonate, if you're having a hard time, choose loving thoughts. Manage your mind. It's like sometimes it can take deliberate, like with your mind being sort of like a muscle that takes practice, deliberately focusing on your strengths and things that you love and hope for what you're wanting in the future. Your clairsentience is increasing as well. You're getting clairsentience. So notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings. They signify divine guidance. So divine guidance is here for you, but it's also a way that we humans connect and communicate with our higher selves and also with spirit is through our sort of senses and our intuition. Your empathy is increasing. Your ability to feel your emotions and where they are in your body is getting amplified for you so that it's easier for you to reconnect to your higher self and to find your strengths and focus on them. So your clairsentience is increasing. This is good. This is really good. So it's a lot about self-care, deliberately, focusing on things that are much more pleasant for you to focus on. Your strengths, hope, love. Clairsentience. It looks like for some of you, you might be in your twin flame relationship. That might be where this sort of challenge might be. This darkness that he's referring to could be some things that might come up for you guys regarding your twin flame relationship. And Mary Magdalene wants to come up here with this in terms of forgiveness. This is forgiving self, forgiving other, forgiving situations, forgiving things you might have said, things you might have believed that you may now realize were not accurate. and yet made sense to you at the time that the belief was created, if that makes sense. So there's a couple of meanings with this. The other meaning is that some of you will be finding your twin flame relationship. So part of it, so one meaning of this kind of goes in line with maybe some darkness that some of you might experience in July. And so they're offering you some guidance on how you can manage that by focusing on your strengths and hope and love and deliberately choosing loving thoughts where things are that you love in the world, kind of thing. This could be a relationship some of you are in that's challenging. And so forgiveness, again, with divine guidance and helping you with this, forgiveness will be a really good thing to help in any kind of relationship if that's where there's some, quote, darkness and challenges that might come up for you. Also, the other meaning with this is that some of you will be meeting your twin flame. So from dark to light, going into the light and focusing on your strengths, and when you do all of that, it's like things can change for you. When you focus on the positive and hope and love, that's what your focus is, then life will reflect that back to you. Eventually, and at various time, because time is not really up to us, but life situations will reflect your focus back to you. So it could be that you meet your twin flame in July. You're also getting that you can do it. So here's a really great positive card. You can do it. Notice that it says it. So they're saying you can do whatever it is that you would like to do. You can accomplish whatever you'd like to accomplish. You can, as a way of sort of cheering you on to find loving thoughts, to deliberately manage your mind to loving thoughts and hope that might be challenging in darkness. You can do it. So Archangel Michael's coming in as a bit of a cheerleader. He's also saying now that with this sword, he's going to help. Maybe cut some cords. He's going to help cut some cords for you as well. But he's saying you can do it. You can manage your mind. You have incredible strengths. Focus on them. You can do it. You can focus on your strengths. Sometimes, depending on the situation, and I've experienced it myself, where you can get in loops. Your brain can get in loops. Our synapses make pathways, right? It's like a thought then leads to another thought that connects to another thought. They call it a rabbit hole. If you're on a neural pathway that's negative or something from your past, you can get caught in those. You can also, depending on how far down that track you want to follow it, how far down the rabbit hole do you want to go, because similar thoughts will keep connecting, and it can get bigger and bigger and bigger until you just reach this, depression kind of thing. And so they're saying with this clairsentience, being aware of yourself, you'll be able to stop that sooner. So as soon as you notice that your mind is going down a path, it's like, oh, okay, and that thought reminds you of this, and then that reminds you of that, and it can happen very quickly. The sooner you can catch it, you can stop it and deliberately focus on something else and let another pathway start going that's positive for you. You can do it. You can do it. The other thing they're asking you to do is to learn something new. Learn and then share it. Learn and then share it. So Zadkiel says, keep an open mind, learning new ideas, and then teach these ideas to others. So you can learn something and then turn around and teach it to somebody else. This could be regarding anything. This doesn't necessarily have to do with any challenges that you might be going through, although if you're in a challenge, this is a great way to focus your mind on something else, to get out of if you're in any loops. This can really help you deliberately focus on something else by just, Google something that you're curious about, and then sharing it with someone else amplifies it. And then that focus then can shift your energy field that then connects to the, sort of that law of attraction, and things can change. Another thing they're asking you to do is to be generous. You get Santa Claus. St. Nick is coming in for you guys. Another way of sort of managing, if this resonates with you, if some of you have some challenging situations come up, a really good thing to do is to be generous with others who appreciate it. Then you also get the good feeling of giving while you witness the joy and happiness of them receiving what you're being generous about. They're inviting you to do this in July. Maybe even in spite of anything else that might be going on. Just you sort of as a sovereign being ascending to your true self and your higher self. Fundamentally, some of you are very generous people, and so be generous. That may be one of your strengths. So when challenges happen, sometimes we lose track of being generous. So they're inviting you to focus on being generous, and then do some sort of random acts of kindness. That's what they're saying, some random acts of kindness. And also have patience with what it is that you're trying to create, this great life that you're trying to create. Have patience. Everything's okay. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize, behind the scenes kind of thing. And still, they need nurturing and patience. So she's sort of watering the garden. Things grow at their own pace, right? So this timing thing, this has come up in so many readings, this card. A lot of people out there are so ready to be where they'd like to be, or have these dreams manifest, and it's just patience, divine timing, divine order, all of that keeps coming up for lots of people. So have patience with your dreams manifesting. There's a lot happening in the background that you're not aware of. Blessings will be revealed later, and then you'll be able to look back and go, oh, okay, that needed to happen so that this could be what it is now. That's amazing. So have faith, hold on, and have faith. Have faith that your dreams can come true, even though some of you may be experiencing some darkness. Rise above it. You can rise above it. You can do it. Rise above the darkness by deliberately choosing your thoughts to your strengths, generosity, your own body, and the signals that are coming from spirit to speak with you, learning something new. They're giving you a lot of great things here to help with your focus, generosity, and also then just being patient, continuing to nurture yourself. In watering this garden, sort of nurture yourself. It's a really good time for self-care, you guys. And hold on to your faith. Hold on to hope. Things are happening behind the scenes. The plants are growing, right? It's very, very hard. If you just sit there and try to watch plants grow, you won't see very much. But they are growing. There's a lot happening at the roots, right? It's kind of like that, where there's a lot going on behind the scenes. You guys, hold on if you're having a hard time right now. Have faith. Have faith. Everything's going to be okay. All right? You guys hang in there through July. Sending you love. Sending you so much love. Focus on your strengths. Focus on learning something new that can really get exciting. You can do it. You can do it. All right, you guys, hang in there. Faith, hope, love. Find them. Okay? All right. Take care through July. Hang in there. I love you guys. Until next time, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon.